Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today, I am so excited. I have a bunch of fall nails to show you. We'll keep the intro short and I'm really excited, so let's get into it.
Like the girls with their nails done now.
I feel like it's been a minute. It really has. It just, life is, I am busy working on things, editing, trying to film. So thank you for being patient with me. But this week of nails was really fun and, I had a lot of, I think, success with it. You'll see as we get into this video, I just do everything from like charms, custom charms, 3D sculpting, gel art ombres, glitter, like we are doing everything. I do want to do a little product shout out. I just genuinely love it. Is the Madam Glam base coat is just such a great, I call them utility gels, where you just use them to stick tips on, put on layers to protect things or smooth things out. The Madam Glam base coat is really nice. The one thing about it that I will specifically mention is the brush will pick up a lot of gel. So it's great when you're doing a lot of long nails and you need a lot of base coat to cover it. But if you are doing smaller areas, it can be easy to pick up too much. So that's my only comment about it. But as a gel, it functions great. So highly recommend Madam Glam. I should have a promo code or discount link down below if you're interested. Most nail brands will just sell a set of top and base coat. So yeah, go check that out if you need to restock. Lord knows I'm gonna need to restock. I'm planning. I'm finally planning again because ever since the move, we're still talking about the move, sorry. I have not been able to plan. Well, I've been trying to plan my nails, the sets that I'm doing. It's a little challenging, especially because I'm doing new formats, going live a lot more now. But I really want to get back into just planning things, planning my sets. So I have a haul planned. I have it's all coming, it's ready. I'm just mustering up the urge to click checkout on the cart. It's just that final step. Everything that I want is there. It literally is just the spending of the money. I was doing all this kind of for fall/Halloween because I didn't think I was gonna get some Halloween stuff done in time. Especially Halloween, I love to go all out, especially last year, the past couple years, I would say. And things are just crazy. Things are calming down a lot. Things aren't as crazy these days. We're figuring it out, and that's all I can hope for, and I'm blessed and highly favored, and I will take it. So, and just more about the nails that we did this week, I was going for, when I started, it was around the time of the equinox, so I was like, okay, let's maybe have it go from summer to fall to, Halloween. That was kind of the range of time that my nails were gonna take. And so I started out with this, I don't know, just kind of I had also seen some sky nails on the internet. And I was like, I really want some sky blue nails, something cloudy and fun. So I just did a really simple French tip with some blue glitter gel. I am not really a fan of cuticle gems. I did those for this nail, but they all fell off. And I think I just have crazy cuticles, and that's why cuticle gems never really last for me. They always look so pretty and I love to look at them, but then next thing I know, they're everywhere. That's why you don't really see me do them a lot on my channel, but I do love them. If anyone knows a good technique for getting your cuticle gems to stay on, I do use, you see it firsthand, crystal gel. But back on the topic of just planning my designs, I am definitely gonna plan some holiday, just winter, sparkle, snowy nails, something super just cool and fun. So definitely keep a lookout for that. Oh God, am I out of gloves? That is so, I think I have one. Yeah, that's the thing, is I have to restock some of this stuff paper towels, gloves. Speaking of which, I really wanna clean my nail stuff, but I'm out of acetone. I need to actively go get some, but one thing at a time. Speaking of acetone, you know that I really do prefer that as my dehydrator, because anyone trying to sell you a dehydrator, I'm gonna tell you right here, that's a scam. Just get acetone from the grocery store. Acetone or rubbing alcohol. You really don't need to spend, I don't know, $13+ on a teeny little bottle. It would come in a bottle like this and it would be the same price as or more expensive than a full bottle of acetone. So don't do that. Primer is a different story. We love primer, love young nails. Cause I can easily wear my nails for like 3 weeks. That's actually, once we hit like 3 weeks, I have to take them off and I have to be really careful about how I take them off cause when they get really long. Now granted, I do have the Jello base coat, but they just get flimsy, especially once they start to lift. And then if they're flimsy, that's when something might tear or rip, and I have to just be super, super careful. And like a little more patient when I'm taking my nails off, because I love to just pop them off, but sometimes the Jello does need to like sit and soak. Things have been just a little bit crazy. I'm in a new apartment, and so I did get invaded by ants like overnight. It just got warm out and they said hi, but we got the traps. They're good, they're working. But yeah, oh my God. It's just like one little thing. It's like, While I was editing, there was one thing I noticed. I was doing my thumbnails and I was like, why am I always wearing a bandana in my thumbnail? You know, I'm always wearing something on my head. So I do my week of my live streams. I'm just like, you know, doing my thing. And, you know, I get all the film back and I'm editing. I'm like, oh my God, my hair is in like every shot. That's why I wear something on my head. Now we know, but I just thought that was so funny. I think also this week we figured out like how my autofocus works on my camera, my nail cam. So things have just been really clean and good and I've been really happy. Every once in a while, it still can't figure out what it's looking at. And I just have to be on it a little bit, but I've been really happy with it. My biggest like stressor though is just the time it takes to put something out. I wish I could put out more faster. That's just the cycle of things. You know, I'm in my routine. I love my routine. It's working out really nicely. I'm gonna take what I can get. So for this like second nail, the vibe I was going for was deeper into autumn. I wanted gold, yellow, red, green, well, not less green, maybe like more like browns. But you know, I love a jelly nail. So I did use just some like my Zillaboo gel. And I also want to shout out the Chris 3D clay. That stuff is so perfect if you are trying to make charms. Even like honestly, I rarely make charms because it scares the crap out of me, but every time I make something with Chris 3D clay, like they turn out stunning. And I think it's just because it's so easy to use that I just play with it until whatever's in my brain is in front of me. And it's been working out really well. So if you're interested in doing any kind of like 3D stuff, I highly recommend that. They have a million colors, and I think they have this like giant pot of white that I kind of want. Again, I've been looking and shopping around for new gels, so I do have some Halloween charms. The Halloween charms I have are just like little pumpkins. Ugh, whack. Moving on to my middle finger. So this was when we were like really in like equinox vibes. I was like, okay, day to night, do kind of just like a good sunset, half and half ombre. So it's actually 4 colors ombre. The pink, the purple, the yellow, and the black glitter are all ombre, and it just makes this like really peachy sunset. Before I did the glitter, it was actually giving like, I don't know, like some kind of fruit, passion fruit juice or something, and I was like, ooh. And I just did stickers. These are Temu stickers. I always recommend supporting a small business if you can, but I just had them already. If you do use Temu, they have some crazy sticker selections. But yeah, this one turned out beautiful. Classic square, shiny, smooth, love it. Also, every time I do a set of short nails, I always come back to long nails and I'm like, yes, thank God. But then I also forget how to function with long nails and I can't do anything. I definitely smacked my ring finger on something. I don't know what, I think it was in my sleep because, I woke up and it was like, oh my God, hello. If you wear long nails, you know that feeling of hitting one on something. It's always like a car door or a door handle or like the counter, the edge of the counter. And it's like, ugh! Worse than a heat spike because it doesn't like go away. It stays there for like days. Also, I think my least favorite thing these days with my long nails is putting on socks. Putting on socks with long nails, I feel like Kim Kardashian trying to get into one of her crazy outfits, like it's not working. Like I'm stretching, I'm pulling, I'm jumping, I'm moving it. It's just a sock. Like, come on. Absolutely crazy. I want to get some new products in my hands. And let me tell you, I will always be down to challenge myself to do something new with the products that I have. But I think it is actually okay, I need to try something new. Like, I need to see a different product and how it behaves, because I know really how everything behaves here, and I'm gonna gravitate towards certain things. That's just what I do. There are gels that I am not grabbing. When was the last time I grabbed a spider gel? I have them. I should probably use them. The things that I find to be really, really fun, like my favorite things, are gonna be like poly gels, builder gels, full cover tips. I'm giving you little hints of maybe what we're getting. So things like that. Things that are gummy and gooey and fun. One thing I kind of forgot about that I think I've also just been getting used to is like when I had the old nail studio, I had a huge monitor behind my camera and I could see everything. Now it's just a little monitor because like, you know, I kind of know what I'm doing now and I don't need to like see everything. It's really just to know where I am. Like, hopefully I can stay in frame. You know, sometimes I don't. But, you know, I kind of just forgot about that. Definitely took for granted like how much space I had. I wouldn't change anything that I have right now, but I was just thinking about that and how the setup has just like changed a lot. One thing that is also really funny just with my nails is that I notice my skin, like I only get acne when I'm not wearing nails because I can actually pick at my face and like, you know, assault my pores. Whereas when I have my nails on, like my skin is so clear because I can't do anything. You know, I'm not all red and inflamed and like, leave the pores alone. When we did our ring finger, so I was still kind of on the Cosmo Black from Makart. That polygel, I've had it forever. It is no longer available, I guess, but it's so pretty. What I'm gonna do, I might need to do some research and like find who's got a good wide range of polygels. I get that the pink nude and the clear and the white is gonna be the most popular and probably sell the best, but we have every color of gel polish, so let me see what we have. Show me the products. Show me the products, show me the colors, show me the bottles. But I also used a lot of Madame Glam for this. So I used the Perfect Black and Perfect White, which, yeah, they worked pretty perfectly. Just the layering of those gels actually made this one turn out really awesome. And I was so surprised on how well my ghost turned out. I mean, it's super simple. It's a white blob with 2 dots and some lines. But I think I'm also getting a good handle on like how to do thicker lines versus how to do thinner lines. So definitely it goes into the kind of liner that you're using. But the ones for these I used, it was a Japanese liners Nailed by Becky, are pretty tea. I like them a lot. Like I have some old Makart liners that are just so thick. And those just make like really, really thick lines. And it just depends on the design you're going for. For like the first time in forever, I had to do heterosexual Halloween. My friend's only flaw is that they're straight. They've been dying to take me out to the straight bars because back in Nashville, there's like one gay bar and it's like, oh my God, it's pretty trash. So, you know, when I came out here to LA, I was like, okay, I'm going to the gay clubs, like I'm going out. But then my friends are like, let's go to the straight ones. We always go to the gay ones. And I'm like, what am I gonna do at a straight bar? Oh my God. And also, this goes back to just, I love to plan. I love to have a plan. When I go out, there's usually tickets involved. There's a time, a place, an event, something. When we went out, it was like, oh, we're just gonna go wander around until we find like a bar that's fun, which is like, okay, fine. But like, if I was gonna wander around Santa Monica, I might as well like, I don't know, be on my run. And like, I'm absolutely not gonna be spending money on like an Uber or anything to just go do that. That would be so dumb. But I still had fun, you know, we still got all dressed up, we still went out, met some interesting strangers that I don't think I'll ever talk to again, but I don't think I ate enough candy. I'll start with that. As someone who's food motivated, at the end of the night, that's what I'm concerned about. For this pinky nail, now I gotta tell you about this pinky nail. Good idea, bad execution, I think. I think what I should have done was I should have sat my ass down because it was on a Friday and my friends wanted to go out on a Friday. So I was in a rush to get a nail done and I ended up with a whack nail. And I think that's what happened because it was supposed to look like a piece of candy that was wrapped. It also does glow in the dark. It kind of doesn't look like that. It kind of looks like 2 balloon knots. Yeah, it was really interesting. And what I should have done was just kind of sculpt little candies, do 3D, whatever, because clearly I could do it. So I think it was just like the perspective wasn't perspectiving the way I wanted it to. I was really so conflicted with this pinky nail and editing it, and I was like, do I make a TikTok with it? Do I not? I ended up just deciding not to. And it's hard because when something doesn't go as planned, it's like, oh my God, how do I stay motivated to do the next step? How do I just continue on with this project and commit? I commit. I keep saying that. Well, then it's like, I worry about my relationship with social media. You know, I try to keep it healthy, take a break from social media every once in a while, but my community is online. Like, that's why we come here. That's why we're here. I want to take a break, but then I don't get to see my internet friends. And it's like, oh, well, now I have to go outside. Which I did go out for Halloween. My Halloween costume, I think I may have talked about this before, but if you haven't seen it, my Halloween costume was quote unquote running late. And so I was dressed like I had just gotten out of the shower. So it was like shower slides, my towel, I had a shower cap, a loofah, like a bar soap, running around. It was pretty funny. There was also just a little Halloween drama. You know, hey, I'll always give you a little bit of drama, just what's happening. Well, you know, my friends are crazy. They don't know a single thing about the world that they live in, and that's fine. I love them more for it. The tea is, my friend thinks that I hate her because she caused a bunch of drama. I don't hate her, I'm just not gonna participate. And so she won't like text me and make plans, but then is also upset that she's alone on Halloween. Come hang out and relax. That's why it's like, why have drama when you've only caused a problem for yourself? I went out, you could have went out with us. It's also not my responsibility to like initiate that though. Like, I just don't care. Okay, so I kind of want to give like some of my final thoughts on these nails. It's so funny, this first thumbnail, haha, but it's really not fall. I found it to be so funny. I was like, I want to do a fall set, and then there's just that one. It kind of sticks out, but it's cute. I love it. The gems did just like all fall off, so womp womp. The pointer finger, you know, a surprising like favorite of mine. I always tweak out when I do the 3D charms or just like 3D sculpting, but I think it turned out really clean. And this is something I should figure out. When I did the top coat, it kind of took some of the detail out of the leaves. So I want to figure out how to like fix that. Maybe try a matte top coat. Maybe I just need to put more detail in it. I think that just might be practice. The next one is kind of our just ombre equinox nail. Absolutely love this. One of my favorites, probably like number 2, I would say. Number 1, of course, being our ghost nail. That was so tea because I was really proud of the gel art I did. I think that just turned out super cute. And then I know I've shared my thoughts on the pinky nail. It's funny because like from a distance, it does kind of look like a candy. But then when you like get up close to it, you're kind of like, what's going on there? Which I think is really funny. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely keep a lookout for just more activity. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.
The girls with their nails done now.